so done. I honestly cannot.
So
We are doing Family or Fiancé. I don't even know what this Kaka's name is.
Thank you. Welcome for coming.
What? Oh, Mary. Oh my God.
I know.
First of all,
who? Tiffany and Ayatollah.
This idiot, this imbecile, this fool. I just want to say this one thing. I'm gonna get it out the way. I ain't gonna say no more.
Dusty. This is my issue. This is a level below Dusty.
No, this is where the Vermin reside. This is below where the Vermin reside.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
this is where he is. This is where he belongs. Now, I'm gonna just say this quickly. And
Vermin, under the Vermin. He's right there.
Yeah. Even the rats don't want to be where he is.
No.
Yeah, not even the cockroaches. They flee.
Goodness.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this at all. Okay, this is the same issue that I had with Steven in The Other Way. You are out here doing all these horrible things.
Yes.
You're doing all these things that do not. It's not what your religion
condones.
The
Mormon faith.
It's not a part of the religion. They don't condone it. It's not even something that's even talked about in the religious books.
But you want your wife to be baptized, though.
But you want your wife to be baptized, though.
And not drink coffee.
Are here in the Islamic religion, and you are here talking about threesomes.
Yes.
That nowhere is that condoned at all. It's about monogamy.
At all.
And here you are preaching.
Oh
no, hell no. That is blasphemy. Okay, that's not condoned. That's not even acceptable. But here you are talking about Islam and Muslim. Don't even call yourself that, because you are just embarrassing the whole entire religion.
But he says he's spiritual. He didn't say Islam when he was talking to he just said so when he was talking to the lady upstairs. You know, the host of this.
You should have just said, I grew up in a Muslim household, but I don't practice. That's what you should have said.
I don't even think he did grow up in a Muslim household. He said because his family thinks he's Malcolm X.
First of all,
Malcolm X had discipline.
Malcolm X had discipline. Okay, he was a wise person. No, he knew what he was talking about.
Please don't call Malcolm X.
Don't call Malcolm X. Okay, just listen, that man is dead. Leave him alone.
Just leave him alone.
Yeah, just stop. Stop.
He's trying to use it as a cover.
No,
for his rubbish. This is just nonsense. This is not spirituality.
No, it's not.
This is not any kind of religion. You are just out there on your own. And Tiffany,
you are just.
This is a man who will be so violent.
And then you're so stupid. You're here talking about how, you don't believe in a marriage certificate. Oh, you don't want to have a birth certificate. Oh, you don't have a social security card. Yes. I want to be their own boss. Idiots, you need a social security card to start a business.
How do you file your taxes?
How do you file your taxes without a social security card?
He doesn't even file taxes.
This is somebody that'll be selling drugs or whatever, doing stuff on the low. Probably will have her prostituting herself because all that money's not really counted.
This is someone who the IRS is going to come and get.
Yeah, they coming for your ass.
Go and come get you. You don't need him, Tiffany. Run the other way. Why are you even with this man?
This man does not believe in marriage.
Why are you?
Why
are you with him?
I don't understand. Oh my God, it's back on.
Oh,
he's yelling at everybody.
Yes. Look at him. That's him yelling.
Okay, you understand that she don't want to. The rest of the people at this table don't understand it and don't know where to start.
We tried.
Even the friend is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's screaming, yelling.
Why do you feel
he's ignorant?
The marriage license is something.
The friend has to hold his
him.
shoulder.
It goes against my morals as far as
you ain't got no damn morals.
To the system that I'm trying to break away from.
I get your position, but the other part is if it's important to her.
Yeah, it's important to me that it's important to her. But is it important to her that it's important for me not to have it? Well, she's giving up more to be with you than you are for her. Because she's giving up Christmas. I understand all the stuff you said, but I still choose to celebrate Christmas because my daughter likes to celebrate Christmas. Do the same. You. My daughter was conformed to the ideology of her mother. She wasn't asked to go get back. Okay, she's with her mother. It don't matter. It does matter. She with me too. I'm the one that raised her too. But she's with her mother. It don't matter. She's with her mother because her mother took me to court and got full custody of it. And I had no.
Look at him yelling. This dude, you see his veins popping on his face?
He's actually a demon. He is possessed.
To get your point across the table. You don't have to get that loud. You don't have to get that angry.
He is aggressive.
This man is actually a demon. Right in front of us, we are watching a demon.
Violate you. All kinds of
This is a man that'll go like this if you disobey him.
Oh yeah. Oh, he got something for
How
you.
did the tasks?
Keep
Oh, she
on.
looks so good,
I felt pretty
Tracy.
good. I felt like I answered everything.
She said
as
the relationship was
honestly
perfect.
as I could.
Mhm.
I didn't feel offended by any questions. I felt confident.
Ayatollah, how did they feel about
She's
you
not even
putting
looking at
them
her
on the
eyeballs.
Her
line?
self-esteem
say
is
that.
in the gutter. That's
Well,
why
I
she's
told
with
him
him.
I respect her and I wouldn't do anything. I would rather cheat with her than cheat on her.
What does that mean?
He'd rather
I felt
cheat
the
with
need
her than
to
cheat on her.
explore other options. I would want her to explore those options with me.
He wants her to explore the
Tiffany, how do you feel
options
about that?
about
I don't want to do it at
threesomes.
all, period. If
Because
I
he
ever
doesn't
wait.
want to cheat on her.
considered, it wouldn't be an ongoing thing.
Wait a minute. How do you have two statements like that are actually completely opposed?
She said, I wouldn't, I don't even want
You
to.
really want to have a threesome,
Mm-hmm.
but there's some way in which you feel the need to go, well, maybe, and I'm concerned about that. Okay, let's go to dinner.
Her family wasn't aware that, how I felt about marriage license and things of that nature. I felt like they weren't hearing me and it was
Yeah.
kind of
Why is her face like
I
this,
want them to
down
please
today?
just take
Almost
away
like
the
you told her
emotional
to keep her head,
aspect of
head
everything
down.
the same way I did to take the steps to learn a new thing.
Okay, so this is a good place to start talking about the birth certificate.
That was a shock to me that if we had a child, that we wouldn't want the child to have any type of identity.
Mm.
You can't do anything because you can't prove who you are.
Mm-hmm.
My ideal of living is having a place where we don't have to pay DTE, we don't have to pay for
Right.
water, we can live off the
I
land, things of that
mean,
nature. So.
Well, you don't live in America
You're
then.
close to the cult leader. I want to do it.
Didn't I say that?
Tell them what to do on their property. That's
Cult
kind of
leader.
good.
I said that.
Just a little bit, right?
I mean,
Like,
I want to have my space, my area,
yeah, I got
like
it.
she
That's
said,
why
my
I'm doing
island
this.
where
That's why I'm doing this.
everybody
He wants to be on some cult leader type shit. That's exactly what this
You
man wants to
chose a
do.
woman who can't pass the citizenship test on your island. And you have a very high
This man
need
is
for
sick.
freedom and autonomy.
Yeah.
Look at the difficulty it's causing. I'm going to say this all comes down to control issues for you. You're telling me I don't want a birth certificate, I don't want a marriage certificate, I don't want to deal with the government. Tiffany is not okay with it. She just loves you and wants to be with you. So I'm going to say this isn't the first time you've had boundary issues in a relationship. What are you afraid might happen if you set a boundary?
I mean, I usually just go with the flow because if I say, you know what, I don't want to do this common law stuff, now we break up. Like, you know.
You are not willing to risk that.
No.
She's
Love
afraid
is
that
not
if she
enough.
disagrees on these things,
She's
you're
not
gonna
willing
go.
to risk
Losing
Yeah,
him.
losing
you said
him.
about your family, they don't agree with you, so you don't.
Her self-esteem
right.
is in the gutter,
That's why your family
where he
is with you.
resides.
Yeah, her self-esteem is in the gutter.
That you don't have a relationship with your family because they didn't conform to your worldview. And this is something people do. If you don't conform to my worldview, they sort of threaten abandonment. Tiffany, you get it. Right now, if you just were to commit to the things that you think and feel, it wouldn't be what he wants. And if she doesn't conform, what's the point of a relationship?
What we saw was aggression. What in the world is my daughter getting herself into?
I am my own individual, my own person. I make my own choices. So not make me feel like my choices aren't important.
This man actually disgusts me. I'm actually having a really hard time watching the show. Like, physically, I'm having an issue.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, it's just too much.
Yeah.
Like, this man is actually a demon. We are
He
sitting
is,
down watching
yeah.
a demon through the TV right now.
He is, yeah.
Like, he is actually mentally
Very
unstable.
unstable.
He is the cult leader that y'all be
And
seeing
he
on
is-
Dateline.
yeah.
That's him. And I said this before we even
You
watched it.
surely
I
did.
said
You
this
surely
man's
did.
talking about threesomes. He's talking about Islam. He's talking about
No,
threesomes.
he did not talk about Islam.
He's
said
talking about
he said
spirituality.
he's-
We're not even
he's-
put Islam in this no more.
His religion is Islamic.
Yes, that's not even how you say it.
But that's what he
Idiots.
said. And then now that he said he's spiritual.
You say you were
Spiritual
spiritual,
is number
you were
one in
anti-government, you were liberal, you also like to have threesomes, and you don't want to have a marriage, and then also you don't want your kid to have a birth
common law
certificate.
marriage because you don't want. We are wardens. What did he say? We're just wardens of our children. The
No,
government owns
they own them. We're just the
children.
babysitters.
Yeah, babysitter.
This is exactly what the cult leaders does. Have y'all, as I remember, has anybody ever heard about the term drinking the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, that term came from a cult leader who actually had gotten, he was a priest that was sodomizing little kids, was having sex with all these people, and was drugging everybody, and was a heroin.
Warning for anybody who has been through.
Yes,
just turn up the show.
Yeah. Anyway, but yes, so he was a drug addict and all this stuff. He actually was able to gather almost about 100,000 people to actually give him their social security card, their ID, their credit cards, their birth certificates, all of their identity, and he moved them all the way. I think it was out of state. I think it was either out of state or it was out of the country, and he put them on this little land. And he was talking about how it was going to be a war or something like that. So he said that. Well, he didn't tell them, but there was very close people who said that if the people ever come to get us, everybody's going to either have to drink this Kool-Aid and kill themselves, or we are going to have to go into the crowd and inject everybody. And that's what happened. Literally, everybody had to drink the Kool-Aid, where these people were so possessed that they were forcing their kids to drink this poison, and they all died. It was almost like 50,000 people that had died. Some of them were able to escape, but that's what it was. That's where drinking the Kool-Aid came from. And this is what this man wants to do. This man doesn't want any identity. He wants to be living on his own land, and he thinks that he is right no matter what.
And she said that he does not get along with her son. And I just think that it is so irresponsible of her to be with a man
who don't get along with
with your son.
But that's
how do you think this child is gonna be? He's gonna be older soon.
Yeah.
And he will drop you like a bad habit, or this guy will decide probably to kill both of you. I mean,
this man is very capable of murder. Just the way he's acting.
Recently.
And he was so bold to talk about threesomes to your family.
And he's saying it even when he was in the kitchen. He says,
and he had like this sick smile.
Yeah. He's like, "Ooh, we're gonna play horse. Whoever wins, you're gonna give me the stuff before Christmas, or it'll be like my Christmas stuff." So, but you don't want her to celebrate Christmas, but you want her to give you the gift of a threesome by Christmas, or as your Christmas gift.
You are just an idiot.
You're just,
This is where the
I can't believe people like this exist.
It hurts my heart when I see women who are so irresponsible being with these men and they have children.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't have kids if you have low self-esteem, or you don't have your shit together.
She just looks so broken already.
She looked broken before she got there.
Tiffany, I think you know what your task is. You're going to set boundaries, and you're going to tell and your family what they are. Maybe a good idea would be for you, Tiffany, to brainstorm a little bit around these boundaries, and then you can write them down. This is going to be a really good exercise for both of you.
I love this hostess. She is so chill with whatever she sees. I couldn't be a hostess because I would be like,
I'm grabbing you, you leaving, and I'm calling the cops on your ass. Okay, get out.
Yeah.
We would have no chill.
She's so calm. She really tries to just get in there.
But girl, I'm sure when she sits down with her girlfriend and says, "Girl, you never know what happened to me at therapy today."
What is up with the grease?
Green is good.
So yeah, guys, I want to bring you over here for a second to just get a little, try to reconcile some things. I would like for Tiffany to grow and learn with me. I'm trying to help her expand her realm of awareness. Like you said,
he's trying to help her expand.
Then,
he needs to
his ideals.
Dinner, and you guys asking me these questions about all these things. It was like me trying to jam that big sandwich down y'all throat. That probably wasn't the proper time to converse about such
you
a
weren't
deep
conversing,
topic.
you were yelling.
What we saw was aggression.
Yeah.
And that made me very concerned because I never saw inside to you. And it makes me wonder if she's dealing with this at home as well.
No.
Oh, of course.
No, I had conversations with people where it got elevated.
Okay.
But I just want you to
see through my lenses for a second.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard it in my voice. I was about to crack and start crying when I was talking about
I
family
did.
and
I
talking
did.
about my son. So I had to hold that in. So all of that and the child not having an identity and birth certificate, I mean, kind of blew up out of proportion. How do y'all feel about the whole Christmas celebration?
She already
Just
told
like
you
have
how they felt
your
about
children,
Christmas.
and you got to blend that in slowly. That's the same way you need to do not just Christmas, any type of holiday that's important to her, because consistently, that's how she was brought up
Years.
with her mom. It's important for her with family. So for you to want to snatch that away from her, snatch it away from Jordan, is that fair? The same
You don't
energy
care?
that you take into your ideology, you need to put that into this woman that you're bringing into your world. Because it seems like there's still some things that's not quite.
You don't care. Look at his face.
You don't quite understand your blueprint is to have a clear understanding. She's finally in a place to where she's happy. And I have noticed a difference about Tiffany. But you got her hooked. Now you want to open up the door to the threesomes, and now you want to do this, and now you want to do that, and like, what in the world is my daughter getting herself into?
I'm sorry. The man who's talking to my daughter talking about threesome, that's it.
My mom would have grabbed my
That's
ass
it.
so quick we would have been out the door.
That's it.
That
I'm not
actual
even-
dinner.
That's just ridiculous. That's really ridiculous.
I don't get mothers who sit back and let their children
Say
just
she was
fall.
happy. Now that you hooked her, you're opening the door to all these other things.
If you
What
really
is
knew
she-
your child and you saw her, that woman does not look happy. We don't even know her. And from the moment she walked in, I could tell this woman was broken and this man wasn't about shit.
Yeah.
This is just from me seeing. They haven't even said nothing. Just from the car ride.
But even the second time that she sat with the hostess,
She was just like
she
this.
could not even look the woman in the eye. Her eyes were down. It was almost as if he told her last night, stop looking her in the eye. Lower your gaze. Lower.
Yeah. Or maybe there was shame there.
Oh my goodness.
And then she was
Yeah,
saying
maybe-
that,
maybe she was feeling
that's not
shame.
even something I want to consider. But if I were to do threesomes, I would not be a recurring thing.
Oh, that's what she said.
That's what she said. That's why the host was like
Wait
you
a
see they're
minute.
contradicting.
Exactly.
Like
you
she
don't want to
said,
do it, but if you do it, he has broken her down. Every day he talks about it, because just today, he spoke about it twice in one day that we saw. So I can only imagine how much he talks about it when nobody's there watching.
probably 5 times a day.
Throughout the day. So he's breaking her down, and he sees the breakdown. And she has said, she gave him that power. I don't want to lose him. She said, what do you think will happen if you don't agree? I will lose him. And she does not want that. There's a lot of healing that has to go on with her.
Listen, I'm sorry. Even if I'm married, I will never say that I'm
It's
scared
so
to lose my
ridiculous.
husband. I'm
Yeah.
not telling you that. Even if that's
Yeah.
how I feel, I'm not giving you that power, and I'm not letting you know that. You should not be
mean-
letting this idiot know that. This one who is
Oh,
not even
boy.
about nothing.
And the thing is, if you actually said you were going to leave him, you will see how he'll change.
He'll fake change for a little bit, but once he sees that, she's acquiescing, he'll be back on it again. This is not a man that actually will change.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, you're wasting your
I'm actually
time.
kind of scared for her.
Well, this man is somebody who will kill her. Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
He would actually kill her.
That is just...
This is an abusive relationship.
Very
The way
abusive.
his veins was popping, even his friend was yelling at him because he know he's full of shit.
And I had to hold him. Had to hold
Hold
him.
like that, like
There-
firm,
there there was a girl sitting in between them,
And
we
he had
go
to reach over the
across
table.
to hold him back, just to control him, like for him to have some kind of control over himself.
I'm sorry, a man that has self-control is not a man that needs to be in a relationship.
I am very happy for the woman who left him and she has the children. That's the best thing that could happen to those kids, that he's now raising them throughout.
When a woman ups and leaves a man and does not even tell you where the kids are, that should tell you something. That is a red flag. Now, a woman
And
can
now he
leave.
wants a child, and he's like the reason why. And she doesn't want any children. If I were her, you better.
Oh, she doesn't
keep
want
them.
any more kids?
No, she doesn't want any children.
Yeah. When a woman doesn't want to have kids with a man, it's because there's something off about
And
you.
it could have been because she, all the stuff where you said you don't want the child to have birth certificate. The
I
child
don't think
shouldn't
it's the
be born
first
at
time she's
home.
hearing it. I don't think so.
No, that's not the first time. But I think maybe that could be the reason why
Yeah.
she says I don't want any more children.
And also because, Mom, she doesn't even get along with my son. You don't even get along with the child
Yes.
that's not yours, but you want me to sit down and have kids with you?
And he's
How does that
saying
work?
homeschool the child that they have, let the child have no birth certificate, no social security card, like,
You live in America, idiot.
I mean, this is just the way of the world.
I'm actually having a
Now
headache.
they're, oh, okay, here we go again. Yeah.
Just God take the wheel.
Saturdays 10, 9 Central, following London Mayor
We'll be
Johnson.
back. Let's applaud the man for not even doing the bare minimum. He's
Yeah.
considering giving a marriage certificate. Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
That's so amazing.
so amazing.
Yes.
And then he gets up with the bullshit and says, I want you to be
Not my wife.
More than my wife.
He said not my wife,
No,
but
no,
my
wait,
life partner.
First he says, I'm not really into that whole marriage thing. Then why the hell did you engage her after 2 months or 8 weeks, right? Then he gets up all in the flare, You're more than my wife. I thought he was gonna say you're my soul or something. You're more than my wife. You're my life partner. As he hugs her tight. And she's looking like,
This is what this man is
this
doing.
man really loved me.
This is another manipulation
First
tactic.
he tells the story of how people were, making fun of
Muslim
his
and this, that, and the
name
third.
Ayatollah and all this stuff, all to get sympathy. This man has not done anything, and
That
we
probably
were there
didn't even happen.
applauding him.
That probably didn't even happen.
Probably
My
not.
thing is, because first of all,
he has done nothing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
My thing is,
And
and then the mother, what she was crying. You see,
I
the
think
mother,
the mother needs healing.
the mom
daughter
has
needs
low
healing.
self-esteem, which is why your daughter got low self-esteem,
And you can see
everybody
that.
don't.
You can
I mean,
see
the
that
whole
they
family
both-
has low
all of them
self-esteem.
have some low
You can just
self-esteem
look at them;
issues
they all have low
on her
self-esteem.
side, and it's like she's happy. Their daughter don't know. She doesn't even know what true joy is.
Clearly,
Okay, not because this man wants you to be at home and is possessive. That means he loves you.
and
He
I
might
mean,
be obsessed with you, but he does not love you.
yeah,
And he's not going to take care of you or your child. He's not.
yeah. And listen,
Oh,
men
yeah.
get. I mean, I feel like in society we forget that being a man is not just about providing. But I mean, nowadays men don't even want to provide. They don't even want to pay for a coffee date.
Well, this guy doesn't want Social Security and also I just wondered to myself how he pays his bills, his taxes, all that stuff.
I don't want to say they stereotypical.
So this is not
so I don't say
somebody
nothing.
who is going to keep your family secure. Okay? He's always going to have some kind of problem. Whether it's going to be a legal problem, jail time, some issue.
Yeah.
You're in this country, you're in this world. Okay? I mean, you gotta
If
go
you don't
by
want
the
to
law.
be a part of this culture,
Oh my goodness gracious.
go live back in the motherland.
Not
You go
even
to
the
Portugal.
motherland,
Go
not
to
even-
a foreign country.
There's so many different places for you to go. Find one that doesn't have any identity stuff. You actually probably will not. But maybe there will. Actually, there are some places in some remote areas or whatever. Go
You'll probably
ahead,
like
but
that.
don't be here in America.
Yeah.
Okay? These are the rules here. You were born here. These are the rules here.
Yeah.
Okay? Anything else that you're doing, I just have to shake my head. Like, he had to do nothing for them to clap their hands. Oh, let's see. It's time for the
Through
blessing.
this process, I didn't know if me and Kimberly were going to reconcile or not, involving her in a proposal engagement. I just wanted you to come out here so I could just say that.
The only reason why he's getting along with
appreciate
family now
that
is
we
so
got
that
this
he
chance
can
to
rope her in
get to know
even
each other
more.
a little better.
Yeah.
And I want to say that I'm truly, truly sorry for not involving you in the engagement. And I want, in the future, when we get back home,
Oh, he's
everything
apologizing to the mom.
come together, we can blend our families.
My arms are open,
For
and I
none.
appreciate you doing this moment with me right now. I really do. So that means a lot. For him to look me in my eyes and to apologize. and
Oh, he
to
kissed
open
her
up to
hand.
me, that really
The
touched
mother's
me.
hand. At this point, I'm just like, please don't touch. You're like, this, oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see.
Oh, it was great. I gave him a few boundaries,
A few
Like, you
boundaries.
will not make me feel like my choices aren't important. It felt powerful. I am my own individual. I'm my own person.
We'll see how long that lasts.
You know what she did not do? She didn't say anything about the threesome, though. That she didn't
Something
want.
that I didn't disagree with, and I respected her boundaries.
Of course, he
Okay,
didn't
for
disagree
you.
with the boundaries.
That's
She didn't say the
progress.
other
And now you get to
things.
keep doing that. So how did your task go? You had a big task.
Yeah, I had a big task.
Yeah.
Wanted to take that time to really connect with her mom and wanted to be more open and transparent. But I felt like once we got at dinner, I was able to express more. She was able to accept and really truly understand where I was coming from.
Where did you guys land on like the birth certificate?
I feel like you helped him with speaking on his son's situation. That was a very valid point that you have no rights to your child.
So is that how you feel about the marriage certificate too?
Yes, I'm open to having it.
And where did you guys land on the threesomes?
We've decided to take a more celibate approach.
A lot of people use sex as like a love exchange, and it's really not.
Temporary.
It's a temporary satisfaction. I want a lifetime satisfaction. So make me feel good without sex.
Interesting.
What about Christmas?
Oh, Christmas, we decided to create our own family traditions. Not really giving things a title. Being close with the family, and I think that's most important.
That's where it's at. You look happy,
Okay.
Tiffany.
So they discussed the
I can see it. You
threesomes.
both-
They've decided to
you
have a
actually both
celibate
look happier
approach
and
Let's see how long that lasts.
for him to make
Okay.
me feel good without sex. I like that.
Okay, so.
You just
Blessing
decided to stop
ceremony.
showing his ass until you get
Excited to
home.
see what happens.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope that
Alright.
it's long. I don't expect it to be, but
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
I mean, I am happy that all of them did come because now they have a whole bunch of people to make them accountable. But
Thank you all so much for being here. It has been a journey.
That being said, we're going to start with my side. Demetrius, do we have your blessing?
When I first arrived, I felt that you two should have some kind of agreement in place for how you both wanted to raise all your children. Since I've been here, I've realized that coming up with a solution is not set in stone, but at least you're on that track. And as far as my blessing, I give you my blessing.
Appreciate you.
All these idiots.
And
I didn't know how you were gonna blend the family and how open and receptive they were gonna be to you and your family. And I saw the way y'all two
The family that's
interacted
not
and
there.
how you handled yourselves when you're being interrogated. I get my blessing.
awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, Jayla, do we have your blessing? I did have concerns. Why did you propose so early? Why didn't you ask my mom for her blessing? I felt as though
Because he doesn't respect women.
Should have had one-on-one before y'all got engaged. But since being here and seeing how you guys interact with each other, I understood like, okay, eventually y'all will communicate a lot more. So that made me ease up a little bit. You have my blessing.
No, thank you so much.
Catherine?
My biggest concern was where Kim was in the process. The relationship the two of you had, it was being strained. Since being here, I'm definitely strong in your union. So my blessing, I give you my blessing.
All right, Mom.
I felt disrespected when you didn't ask me for the hand in marriage. And the beliefs that you have, considering how Tiffany was raised a different way, very concerned with that. But after a couple more days of being here, and I finally got the chance to understand when you opened up a little bit more, that made me see you differently. So, I give you my blessing. You got it.
they all gave
made
me
me cry.
blessing.
The worst decision y'all could have ever made.
You'll cry.
So we decided
I
to
wish them well.
revisit this marriage thing in 6 months. And if we feel like we're not ready at that moment, we will postpone it. But
Okay,
it
then
doesn't really
it's-
matter because I'm not going nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere.
They've decided to be celibate,
Utilize this process to
not get
realize
married,
that there
wait
are
for
some
6
things that we need
months,
to set in stone before we
see
take that next step.
how-
Appreciate you guys.
That's a very good thing that she has decided. We're not going to have any sex. We're going to be celibate for the next 6 months and figure out.
I've had a couple relationships. I wish I would have had a process like this. Maybe my relationship would have blossomed, hopefully as much as theirs will.
I don't think they're gonna continue to be
To me,
together,
it's
but
not
let's
a
see
hope,
what
it's
happens.
an expectation that this is just the
Because
beginning.
the fact that
and
she
it
said
just
6
begun.
months and that was her
This has opened
decision.
the door for them both
Very
to be able
interesting,
to
very
understand what each
interesting. I
other
think-
want and to see if this is going to work.
I do need to set boundaries in order to protect myself.
I feel like I got caught too much up in the concept of marriage license and birth certificates. What truly matters is the connection that we have and the love that we have for each other.
See, when she set her boundaries, you see him trying to make it all right with her, but I don't think she's gonna continue with him after the 6 months. Let's see what happens.
Plan to wed in October 2022. Tiffany says she and Attell continue to set boundaries and compromise about their beliefs. Says he is still interested in threesomes and the marriage license remains up for discussion.
Well, it's all the way October next year. Good for her.
Just
Continue to
end.
stay. I don't think she's gonna continue with him. I really don't. I think what this did, especially when he started yelling the way he yelled, you could see the horror in her face. I don't think that the fact that she says they're going from sex to now being celibate for 6 months, and October, that's a whole more than 6 months, more
Yeah.
like almost a year
Yeah.
for them to get married. I don't think she's gonna go through with it, and good for you, Tiffany.
I think she's trying to figure out how to leave him, I hope.
Yes, hopefully she will focus
But the thing
on
is
her
with me,
health and be gone and be like, peace, move out of state with a quickness.
my thing is, it's so hard once you're in it with that person, the longer you're there, the harder it can be to get out. I feel like it's best to leave once you start getting that feeling like you need to actually leave. That's the best time, rather than waiting, because he can really become an amazing person
Yeah,
during that time.
Yeah.
Especially because a man knows when a woman's about to leave him, and he could really just change
Because
and make
he
you
was
think.
like being acquiescent on so many things. Now that he knows she's like, we're gonna be celibate, we're gonna wait for 6 months. She has put up that boundary. Now
Yeah.
you see him trying to backtrack. Oh, I'll think about this. But
Yeah, it's not gonna last. It's temporary. This is his true colors. This is who he truly is.
and I think she was just smart enough to be like, let's wait for 6 months. Let's take out the sex from our relationship
Yeah,
and see if we really like each other. And then after 6 months, if we still do, then we'll be together. If not, then we'll go our separate ways.
yeah.
If I were her during this period, I'll take this time to
I'll
really,
lose my weight, get healthy, get myself together.
so you're thinking clearly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
girl, go on a fast, girl, go on a fast.
So, whew.
Yeah, but today was
Interesting.
quite a bit. I have to go
all
to
very
sleep.
juicy
It's,
shows.
yeah, too much.
And thank you for joining us.
Yes, it is Mary,
And Amma.
and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Oh, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and
Yes.
share our channel.
Yes, 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 yes.